Welcome back, everybody. I'm Lance.
And I'm Lester.
And we're doing the Battle of the Birds Wildcard.
So, before we get started, did you do something to your head? You look a little different.
Got a new plumbus in the mail and tried it out. Poof, voila.
That's it. You look a little bit more human and less like gum.
Maybe, but if you ever get a chance to try one of these things, do it.
Yeah, all right. So, what we have going on today is a special edition of the Beaverworx head-to-head.
Yeah, more like a head-to-head-to-head.
That just makes it sound like a rainbow hot tub party.
Not what I meant.
We have the 3 top points qualifiers from the Battle of the Birds, and as you know, there's only one spot available in the final.
And we are here to weed out the 2 non-hackers that don't have the sheer will to race in our beloved final.
Damn, Lance, doesn't that seem a wee bit over the top?
Yeah, sorry about that. Must be the new haircut.
Or binge-watching Full Metal Jacket for the last 20 years.
It's just so good, though.
Anywho, for this 3-way elimination, all 3 cars will do one qualifying run to get the track time.
Then the 2 slowest times will do a straight-up 2 out of 3 race. Then the winner from that one will go and do a 2 out of 3 with the fastest time.
Winner of that will be the Wildcard champ and fill the 4th spot for the Battle of the Birds 3 final.
Now let's do some qualifiers. First up is Sneaky Pete from the Group 3 cars. Came back after a big wreck in the first race to win both Race 3 and Race 4 on that group.
Let's see how he handles the track solo.
Indeed.
Up on the starting gate, and see him. Here he goes. He's off. Great start going down the first run.
That car's got a real low center of gravity, those wheels tucked way up inside.
Almost launches himself up off the top of the 3D Pop Maker corner. Makes it over top of the line with a 10.86.
That little track excursion would have shaved some time off.
Tricky corner to handle at these speeds. There he is. 10.86 for Sneaky Pete. Next up is Gryphon from Gryphon Racing. Group 2 cars, and just by staying consistent with the extra weight the race shop added, kept it stable through all 4 races. Winning the second race tied him with Sneaky Pete for points.
Don't have to have top speed if you can just keep finishing. Let's see how he goes. Off the line, he's going down off that first straight. This car keeps on its wheels, keeps straight over top of the jump.
Again, stable right through the 3D Pop Maker corner. Out the end, gets up on 2 wheels.
2 wheels still does count as on your wheels over the line.
10.73 time for Gryphon on his qualifying run. Just puts him ahead of Sneaky Pete.
Last qualifier of the day is Baby Cookie from Junkyard Joust. Was able to finish all the races, including this on her roof 2nd place finish. Got the overall longest jump.
And she's driving one of the race shop's first suspension mod attempts. Let's see how he handles it.
Comes down off the first straight nice and fast and goes into these corners. That suspension helps on the corners and on the jump.
Coming into 3D Pop Maker corners, she's a big rail grind off the top there and was still able to hold it and come over top of the line at 11.06, a little bit slower, but still good performance from that car.
Upright over the line and a good clean finish at 11.06 still isn't too bad.
There's the qualifying times, and it looks like it's going to be Baby Cookie is going to be going up against Sneaky Pete in the first 2 out of 3. There they are right there. All right, let's get on with it.
Interesting combination. Beaverworx modified going up against a Hot Wheels factory stock. Going down the first stretch and they got it. And they're like, Sneaky Pete is over.
Couldn't handle that corner coming down in too hot. Meanwhile, it's Baby Cookie's going to be walking away with this one all alone over top of the line. 11.77.
Looks like Sneaky Pete ran into the stability bug coming out of the Crash Racer's corner. And Baby Cookie walked away with this one.
And one of the rare occasions when she actually kept it on her wheels over the line. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Baby Cookie's got a reputation to be a survivor and a solid racer.
Sneaky Pete and that Rod Squad seems to be stability issues with that thing. When it hooks up, it's super fast, but other than that, it ends up on its lid quite a lot.
Definitely a vehicle that runs hot and cold.
Same with the suspension vehicle, but Baby Cookie was able to hook it up this time, no problem. Let's go check out the E-Glue replay, whole thing on slow motion again, just to see what happened with Sneaky Pete.
Right off the start, you can see Baby Cookie's already starting to get a little bit of an edge, and then Sneaky Pete's catching up by the bottom of the first stretch and just couldn't handle the speed. Looks like he caught an edge and flipped over.
That is a trouble spot on this track. Coming out of the first stretch, going into the Crash Racers corner, at those speeds, it's hard to keep your control.
Driver skills pay the bills when it comes to the Igloo main track, and sometimes it's not the vehicle, it's who's driving it.
And Baby Cookie just hit it out of the park on this run right there after a great qualifying run. Winner of the first of the 2 out of 3.
Sneaky Pete needs to get to this next race because this is a sudden death situation.
All right, moving into race number 2, and we've got Sneaky Pete on the outside this time, Baby Cookie on the inside. There they go down the first stretch, neck and neck, and
boom, there it is. Sneaky Pete goes over, and looks like this one's going to be all Baby Cookie again.
boom! Then Baby Cookie goes over at the line. Looks like she still made it and still gets the race.
Looks like she has so much fun just flipping that car over and riding around on the roof.
That works out okay here when you're doing a 2 out of 3, but you lose the point on the main race.
True that. Shiny side up over the line gets the extra point.
All right, let's go check out the slow-mo Igloo replay. This is the track isolation noise replay, apparently, according to the memo here. Either way, coming down, they're neck and neck right there. Sneaky Pete gets up on 2 wheels one way, looks like he's going to stabilize, and then flips over the other way.
Little bit of overcorrection at the wrong time. Ended up flipping over the opposite direction than when he was correcting it. And gave Baby Cookie the run, and she did a great job.
And of course, textbook at the end, flips it over and goes for a big ride on the roof because she just thinks it's fun. Guess, not sure.
Sometimes just getting to the bottom of the hill and the Igloo is all the challenge.
Either way, looks like she had lots of fun and she made it 2 out of 3. That means that she's going to be moving on.
Congrats to Baby Cookie from the Junkyard Joust, making it to the next 2 out of 3, and thanks for showing up, Sneaky Pete. Nice job.
All right, here we go. We got Baby Cookie going up against Gryphon in the last round. This is going to be great. This is 2 Beaverworx modified cars going to go head-to-head with each other.
2 awesome YouTube channels as well.
Not to mention 2 super cool drivers, and it's Baby Cookie way out in front again, and looks like she's going to have this one.
Flies over top of the line and going for a flatbed finish on the top shelf. Doesn't quite get it, but gets halfway. Doesn't get the extra point here, but man, it looks cool.
Just like the home channel show, it's always got to pull out something surprising. And that was a great shot for the flatbed right there, showing off some talent coming down on that run.
You've got to have the talent to be able to even in this competition, as we've shown already. These Superbirds are not known for being stable on the track.
That's really too bad. Kind of like the Superbirds and the Daytonas. They're awesome racers.
NASCAR King Richard Petty showed everybody how to do it back in the 60s.
Well, Baby Cookie showing everybody how to cook it this time. Look at that. Slow-mo, down over top of the ramp, nice and stable, and you can see that suspension just bouncing.
And cut a beautiful line through the 3D bot maker corner that time.
Gryphon is still there, but that car showed to be a little bit slower, but always stable, and he's still going to make the finish.
And there you have Baby Cookie making a shot for the flatbed.
Awesome time, too. Absolutely sent it on that run. That means that she's getting the first race out of this one. This has been a winning streak so far.
She has been doing a really good job at keeping that car stable over the last few races. Let's see if she can keep it up.
There's an even start, but Gryphon is way out in front already, and Baby Cookie tried to cut in the tail end. Almost looked like a pit maneuver.
Don't know what kind of maneuver it was, but it ended up her on the roof right before she got out of the Crash Racers corner. That just handed the race to Gryphon.
Right when we mentioned that she had a perfect race so far, then she rolls it.
Sounds like we're spoken a little bit too soon. Either that or just underestimating how much fun it is to roll that car over and ride around on its roof.
Well, she's just a baby, so fun stuff is going to be pretty distracting.
This is true. More fun with the box than the toy that came in it. Either way, checking out the Igloo replay, we can see Gryphon is out in front by the time they get to the bottom of the first stretch.
That car's not really known for its speed, but it definitely is stable. And right there, you can see where that come in handy. All that extra weight, and Baby Cookie could not get underneath the back end and give him any kind of trouble. He just slid right through that.
Got a great line through the 3D Bachmaker corner and is going to come down the final stretch nice and straight.
Over top of the line, and that means that just tied it up 1-all. That's going to go to race number 3.
You can tell both of these drivers really want to get in on that final.
All right, Gryphon gets 1 race, Baby Cookie gets 1 race. We are moving into race number 3 here.
Been a close race with 2 totally different kinds of cars. 1 full suspension, 1 extra weight.
Looks like they're both kind of even coming down off the first stretch, and it looks like Baby Cookie's up on her side, and Gryphon Soul is just ripping right past there.
That was almost dirty pool right there, but doesn't matter. Gryphon Soul is over top of the line.
12.82 time. That means he's going to get the 2 out of 3, and he's going to be moving on.
That was almost hard to watch.
What do you mean? That was a great finish. Rubbing is racing.
But she's just a baby.
Really? Really? Are you going to go there?
I'm just saying.
This is Baby Cookie. She's like the toughest baby in the multiverse. Go check out the channel.
Anyways, back over to the Igloo replay. Let's check out the slow-mo on that one.
Well, if you were racing that kid, you'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
Back to the Igloo slow-mo replay. We can see right there, perfectly legit move by Gryphon Soul.
All right, I get it.
Keeps it together all the way over top of the jump. That car is repeatedly showing how stable it is, even if it doesn't quite have the top end.
Gryphon Soul doing a great job holding it through the 3D pop maker corner, and again, being able to pull off an on-your-wheels good stable finish.
That's been the trademark of this car, being able to finish every race and make a good battle all the way down.
And there you have it, folks. Gryphon Soul's going to fill up the 4th spot in the Battle of the Birds final. Gets the 2 out of 3 on Baby Cookie. She did a great job today. Make sure you check out the parent channel, Junkyard Joust.
They have an awesome channel. So does Gryphon Soul. He's going to be moving on, taking the 4th spot in the Wildcard. Check out his channel.
So there's your lineup for the Beaverworx final. Big Mike NZ Racing, James Ironbeard from Ironbeard Racing,
Racing Raiden from Z47 Spirit Racing, and Gryphon Soul Racing.
Big shout out to all the drivers that didn't quite make it this far.
That means you got your 4 drivers, and our job here is done.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you at the finals.